Okay, hey guys, I am going to try and record a video for you to go through the steps of how we recorded an action. I'm going to do the one that we did in class yesterday, and this would seem to be a little bit easier than actually trying to write out the step-by-step commands with screenshots of each step. So we're going to give this a shot. Let me know what you guys think and how it works. So I have one little problem with this recording is you actually can't see my top menu bar. So I'm just going to tell you when I'm opening something and hopefully you can know what I'm talking about. So for example, we don't have our actions panel open over here. So you go to the top menu and you click window, which I apologize, you can't actually see, but you'll see the drop down here. You click on actions and that'll give you your actions panel right here. So I'm going to leave it out for just a minute so you guys can see it a little bit better than it being docked over here. And you're going to click new set right there, which I already did, and I created a new set. When you click new set, it'll say you rename what you want your set to be, and I already did that. I created class actions over here, so I'm going to leave that, but you would just click whatever you want to name your new set. So if it's your black and white actions or sharpening actions or Karen's set, etc. So click at something that makes sense to you. Okay, and then from here you just highlight that. It'll already be highlighted if you just created it, and then you're going to click new action, and I'm going to rename this one black and white 2 because I already started doing this, and click OK. Alright, and record is already going. So then you just go through your steps of your editing process that you normally do. So we're going to create this black and white action, and we don't have our layers. So we're going to go here. We're going to choose our channel mixer right here, and we're going to set our levels to, whoops, sorry, before we do that, let's choose monochrome. And for this black and white, we're going to go 52, I believe, 36. You can vary these to your taste, and 12. And so remember, when doing channels mixer, you want your total to add up to 100 or just slightly over, because if it's pushed too far, then it'll be actually blowing out one of the colors. So I think I actually like mine at 54. Won't give me 54. Close enough. Okay, that one's done. You can choose another level, do curves. We're just going to drop down our blacks a little, push up our midtones a touch, and then just push our highlights a little too. Okay, and then last one is levels. And if you ask me why I like both levels and curves, I don't know. I can only tell you I just think they affect different areas a little bit differently, so I end up using both. And yes, you can see my blacks are a little saturated there, but that's how I like them. Okay, so there we go. At this point, if you want this for just your black and white, you can click stop. I also add a color fill layer in here, so I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. So go layer, oh, if I can find it in this one. Just going to pick solid color for fill layer, and I pick like a kind of, I don't know, I like to call it like a vanilla peachy color, and I actually want that a little lighter, about something like that. Click OK. Choose your layer blend mode and change that to overlay. Looks a little really funky, and then reduce the opacity like way down. So I use that for color toning. So you can choose a darker layer. I'll show you real quick if we change the colors on this. it's going to be recorded into my action. It's going to be weird every time it runs. So if you choose like a much darker color, you can see you can get sort of a sepia tone look to your images, and that's how I used to make like my really warm tone kind of look. But kind of like that tone a little better actually. So I go there and then just reduce your opacity. I just turned it up so you could see the effect. Okay, and so then we're going to click stop and our action is complete. So if you want to build in stops to tell you to adjust the layers in between these, you can go in and you can drop open. Let me see if I can get it to open our actions for us. Of course not, because when I want to show you something, it's not going to do it. Looks like it was still recording on my main black and white one. So anyways, if you want to put in a stop, so say you want stops after your fill layer so you can adjust it, you just go up here and you click insert stop, and then you can put, you know, what that step does. So adjust fill, if I could spell, adjust fill layer to, let's put fill layer opacity to your liking, then click play. And then allow continue and click OK. And so let's take this back and show you from the start how it works. Just going to drop the menu and there we go. For some reason our stop didn't work in there. So you can see you can turn your layers off and on. You can come in here and you can make adjustments to these. You can turn the opacity down if you don't like how they're working, or completely turn them off if you decide you don't like that effect, or you know, if you decide you want to adjust it a little bit more, maybe you wanted it a little brighter, you push up your midtones, or a little darker, drop that down, etc. So that kind of gives you an idea, and then you just click layer flatten. So like I said, I leave my actions to where they don't flatten, just so I can make all of those adjustments beforehand. So there you go. Hope that helped.